Right, this is a 30-inch scallop trap that we've made, and we're going to show you how to install the windows into the trap. As you can see, this particular trap has two polycarbonate windows with the stainless steel pins, and it also has the light that the scallops are attracted to. It has one ballast block here, which is clear of the windows, and also we've put a bait bag in it as well. So if there's any lobsters or crab going past, we can utilise that as well. And also, it's a quick release door for easy cleaning the creel out. Pull it like that, opens there. You can get your hand right in, and there's quite a lot of space. Right, let's get started. So we'll just put this one to the side, and we'll show you how to make it from scratch. Well, from frame up. Right, so what we'll do is we'll cut the entrance hatch in the back, so you can access. This is the piece here that we're making. So it's just hinged in here. So it's 4 high. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we'll just mark that out. So this is the back of the cage here. So that's what we're cutting there. Cut the same down here. And what we'll do is we're going to bend these stubs back, so when you put your hand and everything in, it's not sharp, okay? Right, get my ear defenders on because it's quite loud. And we'll just start cutting out the hatch. We're not too worried about the bottom ones. We'll cut them pretty close here because we'll be putting the hinges. So I've made a small tool, it's just a bit of pipe to bend the stubs round. So what we'll do is we'll just bend them round like this. It's a little bit fiddly because I can't get my bar all the way around in the corner here. Then what you want to do is you want to get a hard sort of mallet. You don't want to use a steel one because it damages the Aquamesh. So we just bash them down so that you can't put your hands on it. But these ones are tricky to get into. You don't have to do this, but it's makes it nicer when you're going in there with your oilskin so you don't tear anything. It's not the easiest to get in here. I haven't got a lot of room to manoeuvre the hammer. So that's basically the hatch made at the back. Then what we'll do is we'll beef up the front so you can get your bridle on. So we'll just change tools onto the Pro Clinch gun. It's important that this is straight, so you don't want it interfering with the windows. Put the brick in later. At the moment, we'll position the windows in. 2 windows. Do it there so it's clear from. Make sure the pins are hanging in the correct location. Here we can use tie wrap just to hold the windows in position for just now. Little trick, just make a little hole in the middle of the bag so they don't all fall out. Just put the top ones in slack at the moment. You don't need to tighten these up just now. So you need 4 per window. Easy to get that one. Here we go. Same on the other side. So you want this piece of plastic in the inside of the cage so it doesn't stick out into the trap. That and slack for just now. So leave it slack. Right, now we just cut the windows out. Other side. Turn that. So what we do now is we're left with looking at that, and what we want to do is we want to bend all these spikes around. So these ones can all get bent straight back, and then these ones we need to dodge the holes because we're going to be threading rope through there. So we're trying to miss all the holes, so that's why they're off center. These ones can just get pushed straight back because it doesn't matter about the holes because there's no rope going up here. This just gives the window some added protection. So what we'll do now is we'll just hammer it all home. So we'll do the bottom because we want the window as close to the bottom of the trap as possible. Just little check, make sure none of them need an extra adjustment. Yeah, it looks nice. Yeah, same on the other side. Bend them all over with the spike again. Yeah, the bit that we cut out for one of the ends, we'll use this as the door at the back, so we'll keep that piece. Just put it up here for now. So now is the job of putting the rope on. We'll turn the cage upside down like that. We'll go and get some rope. Roughly you require about 4.5 fathom. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a small bit. Cut it with a hot knife. You can cut it with a knife, but it's better to do it with a hot knife so you don't have to, you don't want it fraying when you're wrapping it through. So what we'll do is start in a corner here. Pull it roughly till you're about halfway. Just get the other end. Doesn't need to be exact. So then, right, we'll get this other rope out of the way so it doesn't cause any confusion later on. So what we'll do here is put a wee hitch in. You want to try and keep the knot inside the trap. Right, and then we just wrap the creel. It's a bow ring part, but it's quite an important part for holding the windows in. Try and keep it as tight as you can. knot. We'll pull it back inside the cage. Again, this. That's good. Then we'll take it up through here. Then we'll finish off the rope so they don't come out. So what you need now is a fid. That's the one I'm using there. It's got small little teeth on it, so when you put the rope in, it'll pull it through. So basically what you're doing is, you don't try and get it in here, but it's quite tight because I've been pulling it really tight. So I cheat. I use a little mallet, just knock it in like that. You don't overstretch the rope. Just give it a little pull through. And then here you want to make sure there's no knots in it, so it just pulls through. I do 3. Pull it through like that. Same here. Just get your fid, but watch you don't stab yourself with it. This is really tight. Right, bit tight is good. Means it won't come out. Got a wee twist in it, try to sort it out. Just work the rope there, and one more. And of course this is going to be tough because of the clip. I might not get that through, but maybe I will. It's going. There you go. Yeah, that's enough. 3's plenty. Then what we'll do is we'll do the same on this side. So we'll knock it through this way. Same again here. It's quite tight to get in. Right, one more. There, and that's quite a tidy finish. So what we do now is we'll just burn these ends off. I have actually made these slightly too long, but for the purpose of the video I didn't want it to be too short either. Then what I do is I try not to breathe it in because it's not the friendliest for your lungs. You want to kind of melt it so that it can't be pulled through. So burn the ends in. Get rid of any sharp bits as well. Right, so that's pretty much the windows in. So we'll get the ballast block in now. That goes in here. Yeah, tight fit to get in. And of course it's tight now because you've got the rope there. So that was why we put this in last, because you'll have a tight fit for the rope. So I'll show you how to do it again. I'll turn it so you can see it. Right, so you want to bend it down there, so get the bar in above it, pull it down, then you get a snug fit. And that'll never come out. Power in it down just pulls it down. That block will not come out. Now all the eyes are in, we'll just pull everything tight. It's quite nice to have long tie wraps, so you can pull them outside the cage and stuff like this. Better. And then it's better to do the opposite side. Right, then we cut them off. Oh, it's a tough one to get. I haven't got it right in there. That's it. Right, next part of the job is to make a lid. Hold on, when you put a bridge in as well. The bridge adds an incredible amount of strength to the creel. I recommend putting them in. Some people don't, but I always do, because it means you can stack them really high and you can stand on the trap and it won't damage the windows. So we'll get that in there, like that. Also, when you're building creels or traps with a parlour in, you want all the clips going to the front of the creel, because your parlour would be attached here and also you're entering with your hand here. You don't want anything sharp, just to minimises risk. We'll clip it in position now. Don't clip this one because we'll be putting a filler in here. That's pulled it really tight. And then we'll clip position this side again. adds a lot of strength. So basically what we've got here is a lid. This is off one of our normal lobster traps that we have a top entry for. But we're not going to use it in this instance, so what we're going to do is just trim it down a bit. So we'll trim it down just to fit that hole exactly. So we know we need to cut along here. This is going to be wastage for this trap, but we can use the wire for other things later on, like strengthen it. So we'll cut two mashes out here. As well. So basically what we're doing is we're making a guide to hold the light. So I'll just find out where the center is. So we know the center is here on this piece, and then we'll work out where the center of the lid is, yeah? So it's just simple, just count back. So you know that this one is now the center line. So here, this one. So if we clip our cage onto that, find the best way. That looks about center there. So that's what's going to hold the light in. Then we'll try and line everything up so everything looks nice, which it does there. Clip it. Last clip. So you load the gun, one leg first, one leg there, two there. Put the first leg in first. Nah, misfired again. That's a pain in the neck. Right, these clips are pretty tough, but I'll show you how to get them out. Get this, you open it up, keep rotating it. They are solid. You don't want to fire too many of these on wrong because they are a pain to get off. Just brute force. Right, hold on, we'll try pull it in closer. Yeah, hold on. See if we can get it closer. Yeah, it's bent slightly. There it goes, it's on. It's pretty solid. So we'll just make the little hinges here. Put it together. It's a little bit fiddly, but we'll get it. We'll get it. Just feed it around, tease it around a bit. Well, once you've got one in, it's quite easy. Choke it, not that, on both of the strings. Like that. And a single, not on each strand. And what we'll do. Same again. Pull it nice and tight. Choke it down. Single knot. Yes. And then what we do is we put a hog ring in the back of the knot. I should be using the hog ring tool the other way around, but just to show you in the camera. Yeah, we burn the twine here. Takes a minute or two for it to warm up once you first start using the hot knife again. Try not to breathe in the smoke. And then you tuck in these bits so they're not in the way. Inside the trap. There's your door. So the door will be pulled tight like that. So what we'll do is we'll hog ring this closed. Burn it along the metal clip. Once the knife's hot, it'll just cut through it quickly. Yeah, it's heating up now. That's that done. So, guesstimation where this is going. Somewhere in the middle here. So push the hook down through it. Like that. Put the hook through here. So the elastic's inside the cage so it doesn't get damaged. Like that. And then we'll get a small bit of twine. This will be the handle for the hook, so you can operate it with a glove. It's got a hole in the end of the hook. Just chuck it in like that. And then just want to test it out. It's not easy to be able to test it. Yeah, so you want to pull it out like that. It's nice and tight, which is good. Perfect. That is good. Right, so we'll burn off the cable at the end of the twine, should I say. Neaten it all up. Small bit of twine. Right, so we just test the light before it goes in, make sure it works. Just applying pressure. We've not had one that fails yet. There's that little slip knot. There. Hold it in with a choker knot in the back. Plenty of room to get it in through the window. Throw it up through here. That's it. Hitches. No, I don't. Lost where I was. Where are we here? Hold on. There it is. Then go there. So the light is a good distance off the sediment, which means that the scallop can see it better. And it's very important that these lights are in the middle of the windows. The positioning of the light is the most crucial part. Because the scallop shoots towards light and it headbutts anything till it gets to the light. So it'll even start headbutting the side of the cage here till it works its way to the light. So it's important. It's right in front of the windows. And that is a 30-inch scallop trap. And then this one, we didn't put a bait bag in it, but it's easy enough to install a bait bag. And yeah, we're very happy with this design and it proves to work well.